I, Bakanansa Hilda Walaga, swear in the name of the Almighty God
that I will and truly exercise the judicial functions entrusted to me to the Republic of Uganda, and that I will preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution.
So help me God.
5 magistrates have taken oath of office and confirmed as judicial officials at the Judiciary headquarters in Kampala. During the swearing-in ceremony, Chief Justice Alphonse Dollo asked the public to join them in fighting corruption in the judiciary and urged the judicial officials to uphold transparency and adhere to the oath of office.
We have always had there's corruption in the judiciary, and I've always said yes and no. Me, I'm not given to pretense. I said yes, there's corruption in the judiciary, but also there's no corruption. I think what they call corruption may not be the corruption I think there is in the judiciary. But the beginning is, where have we got the 5 of you? We have not recruited you from the judiciary. We have recruited you from outside the judiciary. So if you come and exhibit corrupt mentality, then the public out there is the one responsible, the one who should be blamed. Why didn't you ensure that these 5 people, why didn't you ensure that the Chief Justice, when he was growing up, was well brought up to fear, to touch money or property which he has not sweated for? So while I will concede, I'll say whatever corruption we find in the judiciary, we are given by the people. If the people of Uganda shun corruption, if the people of Uganda do not honor corrupt people, you see in elections, votes are bought. What is that? You know, you find the person who is most glorified in the village, in the parish, in the sub-county, in the county, in the district, in the region, is known to be corrupt. Now, while I will take responsibility for my judicial officer who does that, I want all Ugandans to take responsibility so that we fight the cancer of corruption in this country together. But while you are here in the judiciary, which I hate with my colleagues here, please, the moment the thought to be corrupt crosses your mind, just leave. If it crosses just even to contemplate how can I be corrupt, please leave. Because it will be bad for you. It will be bad for your name. So for us, zero tolerance. Many times we hear allegations, we receive allegations against this or that judicial officer. Then we say, please, give me something concrete. They will know I'm the one who have given you. How do I act on such material? So I'm speaking out to the people of Uganda. We can only fight corruption if you know the Chief Justice is corrupt. Please come and say, Mr. Chief Justice, here is the evidence. Have the courage to step down so that you are not embarrassed. Your Magistrate Grade 1 in this court is terrible. For us, we call him Mr. Corruption. We don't call him James. For us, we call him Mr. Corruption. I say, please, give me something tangible, something concrete. And you see, we will be swift to deal with corruption. The other ones, we will train you, the ones my Lord talked about at length. And I thank you, my Lord, DCJ. Important you are the court because you are the one who renders justice. Imagine all that power, and everybody comes and bows before you as if you are a demigod. And you abuse that honor by doing things which only a mad person should do. We exit you. The door is so wide for exiting. So my appeal to you, my plea to you, please do not do anything that will make people say, you are corrupt, the judiciary is corrupt. Remain a prisoner of your conscience. If your conscience had fled, look for it and bring it back. Say, now I'm in the judiciary, I have now submitted myself to you as my Lord. I'm now your prisoner. Bring your conscience back. Hard work. When you work hard, it will always be noticed. You may be posted to Kabong. I know many of you don't even know where Kabong is. You may be posted to Bundibuja, Kisoro, which until they made the tarmac road was unreachable. And then your colleague will be posted to Kampala here. Let me tell you the trick. You will be more easily noticeable than the fellow who is in Kampala. Because there you stand out. Here, the fellow is enjoying city life, but is swallowed up in the multitude of judicial work around here. So wherever they post you, go and perform. Wherever you go tomorrow, when they assign you, go and perform. We will notice. How will we notice? We even now are going to notice more easily, because the court inspectorate in the judiciary is now being made into a robust institution. You'll have inspectors everywhere. Even if the president comes to your court, the president of the country, the chief justice, the deputy chief justice, the principal judge, who's the director, the administrator you've got, nobody has the right to disrupt your court function. As a matter of fact, if I find you're conducting proceedings, I will tiptoe. My shoe normally makes knocks, but I will tiptoe. I'll bow down like this and get a seat until you finish. Do you understand this? Yeah. Because whatever my visit is does not override your function as a judicial officer. So that one, whoever you finish what is before you, then you go. Somebody will take care of the Chief Justice. And if the Chief Justice finds you in court, might inform the clerks that, okay, her worship is in court, I'm going to town to clean my face, then I'll come back. You finish whatever you're doing. Those are the powers you have, and that's the purpose of judicial work. But then, I have also seen some writings where people say the principal judge or the chief justice or the chief registrar has no powers to call a file which is before you. Better understand what your judicial powers are. The principal judge will never tell you it would be an abomination if he or she does that. That please, pass judgment in this way. You never, I mean, that one is a very serious offense. But we always receive all sorts of complaints. Many of them which we receive, you never come to know. Because we look at them and we say, this has got no material. So the principal judge will tomorrow call a file which is before you, investigate, and find out if either you are abusing the due process or something is wrong, will call you. If he thinks talking to you can make you change, can do the right thing, he will do so. But he has the power to remove a file and allocate it to somebody else. Justice must not be delayed. Render your decision expeditiously. The people come to you. We've had to pursue this transformation agenda of ours with my colleagues in the top administration. We came out quite clearly that we must literally litter the countryside with courthouses, so that courthouses at the lowest judicial ranking, which many of you are going to, is within reach of the poor person. The rich person can go 40 kilometers, 50 kilometers, 100 kilometers But the poor person, my mother, my auntie, my uncles, they cannot. So we made a conscious decision to take justice to them. And that's why we celebrate your appointment.
Deputy Chief Justice Richard Butera advised magistrates to take each case important as they render justice to litigants and keep relationship with other government institutions.
I wish to welcome you again, the Chief Magistrate and the Magistrates Grade 1. It is always a pleasure for us that we witness the expansion of the judicial officers, that we are getting more and more magistrates, Grade 1 and Chief Magistrates, is a sign that the judiciary is getting closer to the people that it serves. You will be posted to stations in Uganda. Now, at your category of magistrates, Grade 1 and Chief Magistrates, you are the people closest to the population that we serve. You are more in numbers. The judiciary is looking at getting to a Grade 1 at every constituency, Chief Magistrate at every district. When that is achieved, people will come to your courts easily. That is therefore really the show window for the judiciary. That's where people know the judiciary. What you do therefore affects more people than what is done at the High Court, at the Court of Appeal, at the Supreme Court. The image you carry is the image of the judiciary. If you work, then the performance of the judiciary gets close to people. If you don't work, that's the image you give us. We look therefore to you for effective performance. Keep aware that every morning you wake up, you go to court, the public is looking at you as a representative of the whole judiciary. When you come late, you are being assessed. When you are in court, you are hearing the cases. But the people are looking at who is their judicial officer. It will matter a lot how you dress, how you handle the people before you. Avoid being rude in your court. People should come to court and don't feel they are being terrorized. Just begins from that. Are they comfortable where they are? Your relationship with the people you work with at your own court matters. The people you supervise should be treated well. It is only when you treat them well that they will be free to interact with the public, to guide you even where you go wrong since you are right. I mean, you are new. We have all been at the level where you were. I think when I was a magistrate Grade 1, I was guided by a magistrate Grade 2, junior to me, but had been a performer and had been a judicial officer for a long time. Because I was humble to him, he found it easy to guide me on how to act. Even enter court. You may have been a senior lawyer in private practice, but you have not had the experience of entering court, of recording a plea. How do you record it? But your magistrate at the station, who may be junior to you but has been working, can guide you. A clerical officer who has been working at court for a number of years can guide you. But he won't do that if you are rude to him, if he thinks you are too senior for him to approach and talk to. Your relationships with your supervisors also matters. They'll call for your file. As a judicial officer, keep aware that there may be complaints in respect of what you do. It is important that your supervisors who have a duty to attend to those complaints get your file when they call for it to assess whether you are right or wrong. If you are right, they return it to you and say continue. If you are wrong, they will guide you. Don't say, why are you calling for my file? I'm also a lawyer, I know what I'm doing. We have those attitudes, but they don't help you grow. Your relationships with other government agencies also matter. The judiciary has the duty to deliver justice to the population, but you will never do it alone. For a criminal case, it will arise in a village, and probably the person who arrests the offender is an LOC chairman. Then it comes to police. Then the file comes to the DPP's office and the state attorney, eventually to you. Witnesses won't come to your court unless the LOCs and the local government leaders help you to get the witnesses to come to court. You will not hear a case and complete it unless witnesses come to you. So coordinate with the ODPP's office, with police, prisons, and other institutions, and then our performance will be fine. If you don't, you won't achieve much.
The Principal Judge, Dr. Flavian Nzeija, urged the newly sworn-in magistrates to have timely rulings and judgments.
They expect integrity and zero tolerance to corruption. And you know, when you engage in that, your days in judiciary are numbered. Two, shunning absenteeism. You can imagine people coming to court and you are not there. They have spent the money which they don't have, hard-earned money. So do not absent yourselves. Laziness, not doing the work as expected, and then poor timekeeping. People come and wait for you at court. You are supposed to be there at 8. For you come at 11, and you start court at midday. So please ensure that doesn't happen. 3, ensuring certainty of hearing dates for court users. People should know when they are coming to court and when they are returning to court. So don't keep them in suspense. Then 4, timely completion of hearing of cases. People come to court to get the decisions. They don't come to court to be heard only. So you must complete cases in time and also deliver the decision. The Judicial Code of Conduct expects that you do this in 60 days upon completion of the matter. Next, timely availing of certified copies of record of proceedings and judgments and rulings if the people want to appeal against your decision. Some of you fear being appealed against, but that is a process that was put in place. You should facilitate that process. People may need to test your decision at a higher level. Next, observance of good customer care practices in all aspects of service delivery in our courts. You need to know, I'm sure even some of you may have been even fearing to come to court. Now you are there. So now you imagine a villager who has never come to court who thinks that he's going to be arrested. You must have a system of customer care at your courts to ensure that whoever comes to court is assisted. 3, ensuring certainty of hearing dates for court users. People should know when they are coming to court and when they are returning to court. So don't keep them in suspense. Then 4, timely completion of hearing of cases. People come to court to get the decisions. They don't come to court to be heard only. So you must complete cases in time and also deliver the decision.
Rosemary Barebe, who represented the Chief Registrar, asked them to protect the image of the judiciary.
Appointed judicial officers, some of you have been state attorneys, Some of you have been in ministries, departments, and agencies, and some of you are from the private legal practice. And we welcome you to be part of the judicial family. You are most welcome. Allow me to mention that you come in at a time when the judiciary is on its journey to transformation, and a lot has changed. If you have been keen or paid attention, a lot has changed, even by the look of how the new judiciary looks like. And you come in after several others have been appointed to the new, with the new terms and conditions of service. So with that appointment and with the new terms of conditions, we welcome you, but caution you to jealously guard your place in the judicial service. You regard your place in the judicial service by working hard and meeting the key performance indicators. I read your acceptance letters, and many of you are promising to work with integrity, to work hard, to serve with excellence, to improve the image of the judiciary. So you go and do exactly that after you have been sworn in and deployed to your respective places. We shall do a lot of talking to you as you be inducted in the judiciary, and we shall continue to orient you at every level. At the stations you go to, we shall continue to orient you on judicial practice and judicial service generally. But let me also mention that in spite of the very good things that are happening in the judiciary, we still have many challenges which have negatively impacted the image of the judiciary. Many of you have been in practice in the courts. I believe you could have noted some of the things, and you wish you were this side. Now you are going to be in a few minutes, so you help us be the change, be the improvement that you want to be, you want to see in the institution. And I challenge you this morning, as you take your oath of allegiance and the judicial oath, to do so meaningfully. Take to heart every word that you are going to say. Do not just do it casually as routine.
Okay, so my Lord, we shall request one by one on the relatives and the judicial